Oh hey everyone, and welcome to my latest model review video to come to my channel. So we're going to be reviewing this 1:76 scale model bus from Exclusive First Editions. This is a DMS open top big bus company model bus. Now the way this video is going to work is as follows. We're going to take a quick look around the box before talking about packaging, pricing and availability. Then we're going to unbox the model and I'm going to give my first thoughts and impressions. Then we're going to move into the iCam where we're going to take an extra closer look at all the details and features of this model before finishing off with my final thoughts, an overall score and of course adding it to the leaderboard before concluding this video. Alright, so let's take a quick look then around this model's box, and a couple of key things we can see on the front here are these stripes, which this first stripe here leads to the description of the model being in 1:76 scale. If we follow the stripe along, we can also see the Exclusive First Editions logo. It's also known as EFE, which I will use from this point onwards in this video. So now we've moved to the left side of this box and we can see the EFE logo at the top here, as well as the sticker that's given us a description of the bus and the company. We also have the reference number right here as well if you want to jot that down for future. So now we're at the back of the model box and we can see some various text on this back. If you want to pause the video at this moment in time, then you're more than do so to go and have a read. But it's basically giving you an instruction on the attention to detail that they have, their authenticity and reproductions of each model, and of course the high finish standards. We can also see a various number of models that EFE do actually do as well. If there is a future EFE model that you would like me to cover in future video, please mention it in the comment section below. If you want to see it, I'm happy to get it and do a video on it. Help me shape what we see here on Stu's Hobby Box. Okay, so now we're on the right side of this box and we can see the EFE logo again, as well as the description ticket right here. Now we're at the bottom of this model box and we can see some more text on this box, as well as some other information as well. And finally, quickly, we are on the top of the model box, and I don't know if you've noticed, but going around this whole model box we've had this like map kind of deal, which is kind of pretty cool, I think. Alright, so now we've taken a quick look around the model box. I am now going to talk quickly about the packaging, pricing and availability. So we can see that the model is in its what I call the block of ice. The model bus is frozen in time, which looks fantastic. But I did find something out which I wasn't too happy about, and maybe in the future Exclusive First Edition can do something about it. But if I put the pencil here and I'm actually touching with the plastic that actual body of the model there, which if this model wasn't packed properly, which I thank the Lord that it was from the seller, the model could easily get damaged in that area and not very good really. So I definitely will say just be careful, make sure that the seller that you're buying it from definitely takes care of the model. Now in terms of price, this model, as you can see, cost me £15 or thereabout, and in dollars I think that might be around about $18 to $20 if I'm not mistaken there, which I think is very fair, and I think it's like a balance. There are models, buses that you can get cheaper than this, around about the £10 mark, but I think this would be pretty standard for Exclusive First Edition models. Now in terms of availability, I bought this one from Amazon. I found it on there. When I was looking for it, I did see 3 others, so there are still hopefully some there as well. Now another place that I would recommend going to search this model is of course eBay, but there is another one which I'll put the link to the website in the description below, called Hatton's. I believe that they would be the largest place that you could find Exclusive First Edition models of any kind. So there is where I would definitely send you. So now we're going to go ahead and do the unboxing of this model bus. So let's do that right now. see, now we have the model out of its box, and now we're going to move to the first look and impressions. So let's do that right now. Okay, so as you can see, we have the model out of its box now. You've just seen the unboxing part. And my first initial thoughts and looks then of this model is a very attractive model, isn't it? It definitely looks really, really nice, and this big bus company livery looks absolutely fantastic. So now we're going to move into the iCam, where we're going to take an extra close look at all the details and features of this model. So let's do that right now. So let's start off then with the front of this model bus, and we're going to focus in a bit more, and we can see the registration plate right there. We can also see some painted headlights and some marker lights, as well as the bus stopper logo right there. We can also see a little sticker in the window, the blue little sticker right there, which is kind of cool. And we can see indicators on the side, on the top there, next to the driver's side and the passenger side area. We can also see the driver's cab right there, as well as the windscreen wipers. Now, they are not etched, they are just printed on with the glass, which I believe might be glazed windows. I'm not quite sure on that. But then we focus on the top here. We got the big bus company logo right there, and a tour of London, because this of course is a sightseeing bus for London. And of course we got the top deck here, as you can see right there. Looks rather nice, doesn't it? So now we're on to the left side of this double-decker model bus, and I want to put a note on here right now and saying I think the livery of this model bus looks absolutely fantastic. This two-tone color of dark maroon red and the cream color around the other side looks absolutely great. Now, focusing on a bit more, we can see that the model is a single door exit and entry bus. Now, to my knowledge that I have researched, there was buses that actually had the two doors as well. I'm not quite sure if there are actually models of that, but if there are, then I will definitely search the internet and see if I can find it. But nonetheless, it's still a good model. We can also see the Sightseeing Tour of London logo right there. And if we move in closer, I'm not quite sure if you will see it, but it has the destinations right there of where it actually stops off. It also indicates here with a bit of information, hop on, hop off, 50 stops right there. And it's also showing that it has live commentary as well, which is great. And if we focus in quickly on the windows there, we can also see that the interior is there as well. Then we can also see that there's a little grille on the end here, and these wheels as well look absolutely fantastic. We've also got, I believe there is the company direction or address right there, and yes, it looks fantastic on this left side. So now we are on the back of this DMS open top big bus company model bus, and focusing on a bit more, we've got the rear lights, which are also painted on, which is not bad, it's pretty good. We've got in this advertising board here, we've got the 50 stops that it does. Also looking on top, we've got the registration plate and the big bus company logo right there, as well as the Tour of London. We can also see the emergency door, which I personally wouldn't want to jump out of that. Definitely too high for me. So now we are on the right side, and if we focus in a bit more at the front back here, we can see the emergency door, as well as another, I think that might be painted on grille. As we move down the bus, we can see more of these wheels, which look fantastic. And we can see the fuel filler cap, more advertising of the Sightseeing for London bus, big bus company logo right there. We've got a live commentary advertising and the hop on, hop off with the 50 stops, I believe that is. We can also zoom in quickly to the driver's cab right there. We can see the steering wheel and everything. Very, very good. Now, this being an open top bus, we can also take a quick look at the interior here, and it is kind of where the top has just been cut off and it has been just applied, but nonetheless it looks fantastic and it's a very good model. So that just about covers everything in terms of details and features. I noticed that there are no wing mirrors on this model bus either, so I will definitely need to knock it a point or two for that. But other than this, it is a very good model. Let me know in the comments what you think about this double-decker DMS open top sightseeing Tour of London Big Bus Company model. Alright, so we're now back into the main cam and I'm going to give my final thoughts on this model. Please share with me in the comment section below on what you think about this model as well. I'd like to hear what you think. But my opinion on this DMS open top Big Bus Company model bus from Exclusive First Editions. Well, I think it's a very nice model bus. Definitely looks very attractive with its livery. I think it would be nice for anyone that's collecting either model buses for London or in general just wanting to collect a model bus. I think it's very, very good. For other things, in terms of the details and features, while there are a few things missing, I don't think it's too bad, and I think the finish, like on the box we saw, is actually very, very good. So my final thoughts then is that this model is a very, very good model, and should you add it to your collection? Absolutely, yes, definitely. So now it's time to give this DMS open top Big Bus Company model bus an overall score. Now we're going to score it on packaging and pricing, as well as details and features. So in terms of packaging, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I think that's a fair score. In terms of pricing, I'm also going to give it a 4 out of 5. I think it's very reasonable. And for details and features, I'm going to give it a fair 3 out of 5. Which means that this DMS open top Big Bus Company model from Exclusive First Editions get a overall score of 11. Now we need to add that to the model bus top 10 leaderboard, so let's do that right now. Alright, so as you can see right here, we need to add the DMS open top model bus to the top 10 model bus leaderboard, and as you can see right here, we have added it to first place with a top score of 11. And that concludes this model review video. So let me know what you think in the comment section below about this DMS open top Big Bus Company model bus from Exclusive First Editions. Do you like it? Will you add one to your fleet? Or maybe you've already got one in your model bus collection. Let me know what you think. I would be great to find out. Now if you're not yet subscribed and you made it this far, then please do consider hitting that red subscribe button and tick that notification bell to all, so you'll be notified when the next model review video comes live onto the channel. So thank you very much for watching this model review video, and until the next time, take care, stay safe, and happy modelling. So 2 weeks ago, I did a model review video of this Fast and Furious Dom's Chevy Impala model car from Jada Toys. You can go and watch that video right now by hitting that box that's on screen now.
Let's go for a little ride.